Scarlet Witch is going to make a lot of people rage. Just check out this clip. Yo, what? It just completely wiped the entire enemy team with your ultimate. And I don't know if it probably increases her defense. It kind of looks like it. I mean, looking at this right here, these are AI bots, by the way, they're playing against. Her defense looks like it was hella increased, and I can't see her health bar, but yeah, she had about like 50 health from what I can tell from the bottom of the screen right there. See, she's at 250, I think is the max health. As she gets closer, you'll see she drops down into like the 50s and just detonates all over everybody's cheeks. So hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you guys do not miss out on that to help raise that 38% even higher. So last night, the developers from Marvel Rivals went live in their Discord. I'll be posting the Discord link in the description below. That is actually where they've been posting a lot of content. They've been hosting streams, and they've been preferring to funnel the crowd into that aspect. I totally respect it. So feel free to check out their channel when you guys get a chance so you can directly watch those things when they happen and they go live. Unfortunately, there is no live feed, but they did say during that event that people were able to record the gameplay and then talk about what is happening in the gameplay. You couldn't restream it. There were some people that did try to restream their stream, and that's a big no-no. They said, nah, don't do that. They prefer after the fact. You could make content and video out of it. But they showed us some really cool stuff. We got Scarlet Witch gameplay, and also shout outs to my man Biscuit B23. He's another content creator. He's actually part of the ambassador program for Marvel Rivals. He's a content creator that's going to be giving out a lot of codes, so feel free to check out his channel. I think he also goes live on Twitch as well. I'll be linking him below in the description. But he has this gameplay, and he also has this practice range where we basically see footage of SpiderMan, StarLord, Magneto, and Penny Parker, among many others that people have been salivating and waiting for. There we got my boy Magneto. Let's go. Yo, look at Magneto's damage. Obviously, they were a little bit more damaged, so let's see. What's the damage looking like here at Raw? Bro, each hit is a third health. That was a body shot right there. I love it. I love that so much. What else you got, Maggie? Support training. Oh yeah, because he is a guardian. I want to see how does he function with his teammates. So he can give a shield. Okay. So he's that kind of tank right there. Oh my god. And he's got a wall. Apply shields and walls. And deals high crazy damage. All right, Maggie. So here's a key thing. He's not using... Okay, here's the ult. Splash AoE damage. It won't insta-kill people, but it definitely brings their health down a significant amount. Keep applying shields to your teammates. I'm gonna be doing that. Yo, everybody, if you're with me, you're getting shields. There's a mechanic too about the rings on his back. I think the more damage you deal, you build more rings, and you can use that to buff that attack right there. There's one thing I wanted to show you guys with Magneto right here. Shout outs to Biscuit. He actually recorded this and sent me it separately. But in Marvel Rivals, unique to it, there's team up abilities, which not every character has a combination is what I gather from it. But there are specific combinations if you have a teammate on your team. For example, in this clip right here, if you have Magneto and Scarlet Witch, Magneto can do this. It's called Metallic Chaos. So she buffs him, and he's able to take out his Buster Sword and slash people down like he's Zin from Paladins, man. I love this. The projectile doesn't go through people like Zin's does, but dude, that is, oh my god, I love that. I hope this sword is accessible in other elements of his combat and not just relegated to a team up ability. Because it says that she enchants his great sword, so I would imagine this also means that he utilizes it in other ways too. At least I hope so. But Magneto is looking to be a lot of fun. I'm definitely going to be playing him. Go figure, man. They get me to play a tank in a team game. I'm usually a sweaty DPS player and contribute nothing to my teammates. I'm joking by the way. Character select screen. It looks phenomenal. I really do like this design. It's a really cool aesthetic. The little character wheel on the right. You can't see a full look of everybody, but it does require you to go through. As a matter of fact, looking through this now, it appears that Yeah, okay, so Magneto is actually a tank alongside Penny Parker as well. Because I know Hulk is for sure, and them three being grouped together, that pretty much says that is the case. Penny Parker, I am interested in seeing how she plays and functions, because I heard the devs say specifically that while she might draw an inspiration or a hint at Diva, she doesn't play or function like Diva in that way. They didn't say Diva's name, but you know what I mean. Like, they were like a certain other character. She may look that way, but she doesn't play that way, so that's pretty cool. And you see the training dummies are actually Doombots, Dr. Doombots. And as a tank, I mean, those are like kind of headshots, so you deal more crit damage when you do get headshots. She does seem to be doing like decent amount of damage. And they did mention that the game specifically will be rebalanced and balanced properly, as obviously this is the first like closed alpha. There'll be plenty other opportunities and betas and such where they do retweak some things and characters, mechanics and stuff function a little bit more differently. She creates a web strand and enemies trapped or like standing within it get hit by mini spider bots that seem like they detonate or attach to them, which is pretty cool. And she can tether to it and pull herself as well. There's gonna be a lot of cool setups and plays, especially in like big team fights with her specifically. And obviously being a tank and leading the front, that is going to be very difficult for the enemy team to deal with. I wonder if it's possible, we can't see from the enemy's perspective, if they can blow up her spiderweb nest. I'm pretty sure that will be the case. Or else how else would you defend against this? You don't want to continuously take tick damage, right? But she can definitely lock down an area, so she's gonna be really cool in like those domination game modes, those convoy game modes, or just like pushing the objective or capturing the objective. She seems like she could do it all, which is pretty cool. I do want to see what her ult is. Oh my god, the damage just shot up even more. I have no idea what she is doing, but she is doing some work right now. I wonder if that's going to increase her health too, as far as like defensive goes, because like it doesn't seem like she has access to her other kits, and her mobility seems to be limited to running full sprint ahead. I feel like there has to be a little bit of an increased defense there. And you can also keep on swapping characters in the training area. This is Magic, who has melee, but this range is insane. I remember seeing this last night live in the Discord. Look at that range. That is very, very respectful. Her damage doesn't seem to be that crazy, and that's obviously like a balancing thing. Maybe it specifically relates to her attack speed. I wonder if there's skills she might have that might be able to increase her attack speed. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, the closed alpha does drop tonight, so we'll be able to play and see that for ourselves. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Being able to throw the sword and charge it up for more damage. I like that. Between Paladins and Overwatch, I really loved Paladins because they had a character named Xin. Xin was kind of a wild character in which he had a sword, but he wasn't melee. He would slash his sword and send projectiles out, and they would be like a vertical, and then a horizontal projectile at the very end. And it was a really, really interesting, fun character because they had certain elements to it where you can give him a card, I think it was called Yomi, and Yomi allowed him to shoot a projectile through all enemies. So if there was a team of like 4 people in front, it'll go through all 4 of them and hit everybody with the last hit, which is a really cool way to set up snipes and long-range approaches. So Magic looked like she just dashed in and she did a little bit of a slash, but I'm interested to see what this move does here. She brings out a minion to do damage over time from behind, and it seems like it focuses on one target. It didn't go onto the other one, so this could just be a single target-based thing. And this is her transformation. Okay, we saw this in the trailer. She was going crazy and just clapping up those characters. And it went away. How long was it? All right, when she transforms, it lasts 12 seconds, which is a decent amount of time in team fights. Cool. Range gets even crazier in that, of course. Oh, okay. She can take people in the air. All right, we got some StarLord gameplay. Yo, his damage is insane. StarLord is basically a combination of Soldier, 76, Tracer, and Reaper all in one. You'll see what I mean in a second. I mean, obviously the Tracer bits are right here. You can totally see the dual wielding like machine pistols aspect, but he does have a unique mechanic where if you dodge right before your bullets run out, you automatically reload your weapon. Yeah, he shows it right here. You see? He doesn't have to reload. He could just shoot, dodge, and it auto reloads and goes back in. StarLord's gonna be a good character, I think, for sure. High pressure situations, very elusive, hard to kill. This character is gonna make a lot of people pissed. And you'll see the Reaper comparisons right here when he does his ult. I think he's about to do it right now. Okay, cool. Obviously, he has his jet shoes. His mobility is insane.
3, 2, 1, blast off!
And there is the Reaper effect. I don't know if while he's in that phase, does he take damage? Is he dodging? Is he having reduced hits applied to it? Because there's a weird thing with that. Oh my god, there we go. There's the tracer. Sorry, there's a Soldier 76. My bad. I got you in my sights. That's what he says, right? Scarlet Witch seems pretty straightforward. She has a vanish out where it looks like she becomes intangible and untargetable. She could use that to just get out and clear the space. Doesn't seem like it lasts long. It looks like it lasts about 3 seconds max. So it's not going to be ridiculous in the sense that she could just keep on getting out of fights. And her damage with her basic attacks don't seem as crazy. Oh, okay. So when she puts that sphere over people, it makes it so that she could just shoot anywhere near it and it targets that person. So that's cool. So you see right here, he'll target off of them and it'll still hit everything that's within the sphere. Actually, even off of the sphere too. As the sphere it disappeared, it seems like attached to the character. There's gonna be some really cool setup potential for her. And this move right here, her ultimate, is unleash chaos on everybody. Who are the other 2 targets to kill? Iron Man. Where is Iron Man? Is he above? She is going to be a main focus. Once you hear this scream, everybody needs to, all eyes on her. Dot her up, execute as much as you can. And now we got Storm gameplay. Yo, her damage though. Oh my god. About 4 to 5 hits for a kill. Maybe 4 if you land one of your first hits as a headshot. I kind of wish they weren't always going for only headshots. I kind of want to see what the body shots are so we can kind of gauge how much damage is actually being done there. And also, are the Doom bots to scale of like the damage of real players? There's an Iron Man up there. Why don't you hit the Iron Man so we can see that? And by the way, guys, this is like the best quality that we'll get, unfortunately. So I apologize in advance for that. So there's Iron Man right there, and he's moving back and forth. The damage seems to be about the same. Her ultimate, I did see what her ultimate is, and it's pretty damn cool. It's exactly what you would expect. And I think they're going to ignite it just now.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Here we go. Big ass tornado. Oh my god. And you can control it. Can you imagine? You just killed Storm. She has her ult. She's coming back in. Everybody's on top of the convoy trying to push the payload or whatever. She jumps on ults, grabs everybody within the ult, and moves it around in a way to get them off of the payload so your teammates can push. That's going to happen in a lot of clips, I imagine. And it lasts a pretty decent amount of time. Those team fights are going to get crazy with her. Okay, we got Luna Snow. I hear she's fairly new within the Marvel sphere. She's from another game, which is pretty cool to see that representation happening within this. Oh god, that damage. Wow. So she's buffing her support teammates. Yeah, okay, so she's got some heals on her. I wasn't expecting... I mean, I feel like every single character obviously has to have an offensive orientation about them within a Marvel superhero game. So healers are going to have to also do some crazy damage too. Is she dancing? Oh, that's right. She's a K-pop star, right? So one stance can heal and the other one can buff, is what I take away from that. So she's a great character while dealing a lot of damage herself too. And we got Namor. Fishman. Yo, his headshot damage is ridiculous. Oh my god. Obviously lower attack speed, but if you capitalize on those headshots, you can kill people in almost 2 hits. That's nuts. I don't even think those are headshots. You got to go a little higher than that for a headshot. Shield? Wait, what's he doing there? Oh, he's shielding himself. I thought he was going to go ahead and start spinning around the stage with a tsunami. Okay. Call out some octopus, some minions to help out, tag some out. I kind of wish we could see the cooldowns on the bottom right a little bit better, but I understand. It's because the reason why it's so zoomed in is because the Discord feed had a irremovable overlay that was at the bottom, and it kind of like hid everything at the bottom anyways. Nice. Let's go back and look at that. He kind of did like a spirit bomb. What was that? Generates a big splash awata. And oh, okay, it's a sea serpent monster. So we got SpiderMan right here, who surprisingly they said is on a higher difficulty scale to like play. And it's not really a design by choice thing. It just ended up happening with how much stuff and tools that they gave him in general. So obviously he's gonna have his melee combat, and he's gonna have projectiles with his web, and he also has a Spidey sense, which you can, I think, evade attacks with, which is awesome. I mean, that would be exactly lore accurate right there. And we got some projectiles going on right there. Those web shooters, which you can see on screen, they have a cooldown. There's about 5 he has loaded in, and it takes about 3 seconds to load back 1. How long can he swing for? Okay, so he has 3 swings. 2, 3, and then there's a cooldown that builds off of it. So Spider-Man's gonna have some annoying like tendencies where he will be getting out of a lot of fights. Killing him might be a chore. And since he's a DPS character, I don't think his defense is gonna be crazy. But I am interested in showing you guys what his ult is. Take him up in the air, get some more melee hits. His melee hits don't seem too insane. He's gonna be obviously one of the most popular characters, because pretty much the most popular character, but right here. See, that, in my opinion, that is exactly like a Reaper ult, and it does way more damage than StarLord's ult. Yeah, were they at full health? Yes. Yes, they were. I don't know how fast it's going to kill tanks. That will most likely shred DPS and other support characters nearby. They're going to have shields on their players, because Spider-Man is looking to be kind of crazy, and he can run on the wall, climb on the wall. I like what they've done with this kit. And the last character they're going to show us is Mantis.
Our enemies are here.
So she has a charge melee or projectile ability, kind of like Spider-Man does. At least it does with the same UI. Strategist, right? She's going to be healing. Yep. She can inspire and buff teammates, and she could also heal.
My anger is purged.
They also said obviously all characters are going to have very unique dialogue with each other, so different combinations will say different things. The team up attacks are really dope. I kind of hope they add a little bit more rather than specific combinations. I know that's going to help with team synergy, right? And focusing on that element for teams to really build upon. And that's actually going to be a really interesting way to shift the meta as far as like which characters are like top tier and stuff, because certain combinations might make a character that's pretty ass when he's like solo without this character even better having this character with him, you know? And obviously that's the element that they want to cater to with this. And I mean, and a really cool element about this game, and something that they've really showed us, is that destruction is a big focus. They can't show us the destruction here in the training range, but there's a lot of destructive elements when it comes to the map, thanks to the engine that they're using. They said as much right here. If you look through this dev talk, they basically talk about the idea of environmental destruction in a Marvel superhero game. It's like something that they've always strived for. So you'll be able to like change up the map in that way, where like games are going to flow in a much more different aspect because of how ever-changing the map is and the debris that's going to be falling on, and that destructive element. I do like and appreciate that. And I wonder how crazy can it get. Like if you destroy one area and it forms it changes the map in a specific way, will you still be able to change it in another way? You know what I mean? Are they like predetermined? How are these things going to work? We've seen with the Loki clip, when he turns into Black Panther, he goes over there and crushes the bridge, basically killing 2 characters underneath it, but also making it so that that bridge doesn't exist anymore, and that pathway might not be easy to cross. It's a good choke point, right, in that sense. It'll be really cool for payload game modes where you kind of break up a path and prevent enemies from being able to flank in that direction. So now I'm actually going to post below in the description and also in the comments the content here that you guys can go check out, because I'm not gonna, like, there's gonna be a lot of edits and stuff, cuts here in between. The Punisher gameplay was pretty cool, but I think Punisher is probably like a snooze. I didn't really enjoy like the machine gun characters personally, like Soldier 76 and stuff. So I mean, he's getting some kills right here, and he's positioned behind an undestructible thing. So that's kind of funny. But he could just sit on his turret. I wonder if he has a shield in front, or if he's like even more vulnerable. You can whip out the shotgun right there. So there's different elements to Punisher's gameplay, where he does have his long-range machine gun element, sentry gun, and grenades, smoke grenades, and a shotgun. So there are some cool stuff to that. I would like to know in the comments below, in the demo alpha tonight that we're playing, after Magneto, which characters would you like to see next? We're going to be making all kinds of guides. I'm going to be recording a lot of footage, and I'll have a lot of matches ready to upload and post for you guys, because the beta is only lasting 10 days. So I want to record and get as much as I can for you all, and then we could just post and talk about it in the end. Oh my god, look at this defense. He's bringing them down to a pixel, but they keep healing through it, and they keep getting defended. Okay, good plays on the AI teammates right there, keeping their entire squad alive. Did his team just get wiped? Oh my god, nobody died over there. Okay, what the hell? Punisher just turns he turns into an Armored Core villain right here. Yeah, there's his machine gun. Awesome stuff, man. I can't wait to play more of this tonight. Finally get my hands on it, and for you guys too as well, and talk about it with you all. Be sure to check out BltzZ's channel, posted below, and all the other creators as well. I'll be linking those videos for you guys to enjoy. Be sure to like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new. More Rivals videos are on the way, and you don't want to miss them. My name is BltzZ.